exactly. Right. And he makes actually a kind of a cool allusion to the idea that they were going to they're building some sort of system to harness the water and the light. So can we draw some conclusions that maybe there's almost sort of a circulatory system to this island?
The island itself is alive. There are references to that area of light as the heart of the island, so...
Just add water and voila.
It's a security system to protect something.
Protect what?
The island.
What happened to me?
Jack saw his dad, and Echo saw Yemi, and so on. You know, Shannon saw Walt.
So one of the things that I bought at the magic store was this, Tannen's Mystery Magic Box. And I was thinking, why have I not opened this? And why have I kept it? I haven't opened it because it represents infinite possibility. It represents hope. It represents potential.
It's a place where miracles happen. Oh, the magic box. What if I told you that somewhere on this island, there's a very large box, and whatever you imagined, whatever you wanted to be in it, when you opened that box, there it would be. What would you say about that, John?
One is light, one is dark.
One of the things that we always wanted to do was exploring the idea of purgatory, both figuratively and literally. And purgatory is about judgment, and this show has never really offered up judgment in terms of there's a deity. It's always about self-judgment. So I always felt like if the characters can forgive themselves, then the show's over. The show's called Lost. It's not because they're on an island, it's because they're lost. We swear to God, anything that takes place on the island in Lost, happen. Absolutely 100%.
One of the questions that keeps arising is,
interesting.
If Jacob's smoke monster was his brother, then who was the smoke monster before him?
And Matthew Abaddon, and basically, yeah, so everybody, they go into a door that says deceased. Once they die, we move them over there. And then there's a door that says undead. Yeah. And on the undead door, there's only 3 pictures. One of them is
Christian Shepherd.
One of them is Christian Shepherd. One of them is Yemi. And the other one is
Kate's horse.
Kate's horse. Just a picture of a horse.
So Kate's horse is
undead.
Okay, thank you. That was good.
It's an island, John. No one needs to protect it.
It's not an island. It's a place where miracles happen. My father. Is he still alive?
Still alive?
I'm sorry.
Oh, John. Don't you understand? You don't have a father. You were immaculately conceived.
It was always supposed to be you, Jacob. I see that now. And one day you'll see it too, but until then, you don't really have a choice.
I'm not going to pick Hugo. I want you to have the one thing that I was never given. A choice. Whatever he's told you, I want you to understand one thing. You have a choice.
It always ends the same.
It only ends once. Anything that happens before that, it's just progress.
And when they get here, their past doesn't matter.
Before you built my ship, there were others?
Yes, many.
What happened to them?
They're all dead.
But if you brought them here, why didn't you help them?
Because I wanted them to help themselves. To know the difference between right and wrong without me having to tell them. It's all meaningless if I have to force them to do anything. Why should I have to step in?
Why? Why? Why are you doing this? To torture me? Just get rid of him and have done with it.
If I did that, you wouldn't have a choice, Charlie. And having choices, making decisions based on more than instinct, is the only thing that separates you from him. I've looked into the eye of this island, and what I saw was beautiful.
I never want to die. I want to live forever.
That I can do.
Do you really think all this is an accident? That we, a group of strangers, survived? Many of us with just superficial injuries? You think we crashed on this place by coincidence? Especially this place? We were brought here for a purpose, for a reason, all of us. Each one of us was brought here for a reason.
Brought here. And who brought us here, John? You want to try another stick?
The island.
The wreckage of Oceanic Flight 815 has been found. This footage confirms...
Hey! Wait! Martin, no! Martin, we need him.
No!
What?
This is what he wanted. This is what he's been waiting for. Everything that he has done has been to get us here. He wanted to get us all in the same place at the same time. A nice enclosed space where we had no hopes of getting out of. Here, do nothing.
You can go now, Michael.
Who are you?
Your tour of duty in the Pearl will last 3 weeks, and during this time, you and your partner will observe a psychological experiment in progress.
2 players, 2 sides. One is light, one is dark.
What are you gonna do when she dies? She's never gonna die. Jacob, everything dies.
So I'm making you up.
Well, sorta.
I had a dream last night.
I'm part of your subconscious, man.
Fight, they destroy, they corrupt. It always ends the same.
You see that? That's a timer that's counting down.
Tomorrow, we're gonna find out what happens if that button doesn't get pushed. He wants us to move the island.
You know what to do once you get down there.
Hi. I'll go where the light's brightest.
We need to push the button.
No, we don't!
It's all bloody real! Now push the damn button! You killed us all.
What if everything that happened here happened for a reason? What if this person that you're chasing is really here?
That's impossible.
Even if it is, let's say it's not.
And what happens when I catch him?
I don't know.
Everyone dies sometime, kiddo. Some of them before you, some long after you.
But why are they all here now?
Well, there is no now here. Where are we, Dad? This is a place that you all made together so that you could find one another.
And I realized that I haven't opened it because it represents something important to me. It represents my grandfather. Am I allowed to cry at Ted?
You can come with us too, Jack. You don't have to do this.
I do have to.
No, you don't. Let the island sink, Jack.
I can't.
Church. Sky. Island.
And whatever you imagined, whatever you wanted to be in it, when you opened that box, there it would be.
If Bob Newhart had woken up and it had all been a dream that he was having, I would have been completely satisfied with that ending.
The ending that we were shooting for was going to be one that dealt with sort of the emotional reality of the characters and gave some fundamental explanation for what did these people get out of this plane crash?
Right.
And the answer, as corny as it sounds, was the one that appealed to me the most, which is each other. That's what they got. They were all fucked up, sad individuals who were lost in their own lives and hated themselves, and somehow they found some fundamental community amongst each other. If they hadn't met each other and spent all that time on the island, then they would never have been able to forgive themselves for their past sins and break through to some sort of level of self-awakening and forgiveness.
There's no such thing as miracles. We'll just have to see which one of us is right.
So at the end of the show, the last frame of the show, Matthew Fox closes his eye and dies.
Yeah.
That happened, like in our context of happening, like that happened. That's all real. Then, from the moment that he closed his eye, all that other stuff that we did in the 6th season of the show, the flash sideways, where nobody knows each other, and the plane never crashed. That is whatever your interpretation is. I'm not going to talk about what our intention is, but that's what you would define as not having happened. How could we actually give the audience what we felt like the audience had been demanding from the pilot, which is this purgatory? Are they all dead? So when someone asks you a question, they're really telling you what they want, you know? And I felt like there's a grand tradition from Rod Serling and Owl Creek and Sixth Sense on up that, you know, the true growth of the human spirit actually occurs post-death.
It's interesting because I feel like now the alien ending that I just talked about seems very cynical and mean-spirited in comparison to what you were talking about. You're like, I wanted them to find each other and be happy.
Well,
and my ending is like, they are doomed in space to go through alien experiments.
Namaste. And good luck.
We're gonna need to watch that again.